come back on the perfect pathway, that would be from the internal now to observation. So the perfect pathway goes from source to understanding to true wisdom to the overall vision to intuition, from intuition to creation, from creation to the internal now, and now finally on pathway 16, from the internal now to observation. So the 16th pathway, to remove my drawings here, is the connection between the internal now and the observation. You will find yourself technically on the perfect pathway, but interesting now. This path brings the destruction and false attitudes and behavior patterns. It comes with liberty and war, battles and new beginnings, a journey that cleanses fire, the most powerful form of purification we know. It is not easy to set fire to something you know you need. It is even harder to serve yourself from others, especially if you love them or care about them. It might require the elimination of someone or something that we hold on to tightly and what blocks you from your true identity. Okay, so we talked about earlier that you have to let go of something or bring death to something overall to give rebirth of something better. Now it's the time that this significant event will 100% happen, right? If you wanted to or no. So this is the time where something significant will happen to you, okay? It will feel like an overall loss crazily. Again, it can be a significant event. Maybe it is, it's definitely not even maybe, it will be something that you will not be happy about when it happens. It will take some time to realize, oh, what happened is actually good for you, okay? So that's the saying, like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, technically, and you know that the most difficult challenges are for the best. You know that being strengthened by life to become stronger and stronger as an individual overall. It happened to it the same thing, right? We had like business cooperation partners that we had to cut out because they just caused more harm to our overall brand than they did good. And the moment they were gone, they kind of tried to destroy everything that comes with it, right? So they obviously didn't accept that they had to go, right? And that's why they just tried to destroy the whole thing which we built, or technically myself built over the last years, because they didn't want me to have my own thing. They want to be part of it, but they didn't really want to provide anything in the whole process into it, right? So they tried to destroy it instead of being part of it. And the moment then they got eliminated, that was like, at first, everything was like gone. We had to rebuild the whole thing, right? But after that, you kind of realize like what a relief it is, because you can rebuild the whole thing just better, with way more beauty, with way more efficiency, because something insane that holds you back and actually is like a hidden, like you can see like a hidden handbrake on your car, and the moment that's just gone, right, it just feels so relieving. And that's the moment which will happen to you as well, whatever that might be for you, right? And trading overall, that can be, for example, you can find yourself with a big loss that will overall turn out as a huge win, right? So you don't, at the beginning, you will not realize what that might be. But if you find yourself right now with a crazy setback, it maybe it's not a setback. Maybe it's again exactly the rebuilding process you need to build something much better out of it and win in the long term, okay? You will realize what held you back and how to unfold your true potential. This can be focusing on the wrong things too many times, and maybe you got blind to the things that work and bring you further overall. You have been blind, but now you can see. So if this setback in your life just happens right now, that's when you know, okay, you're literally on the perfect pathway. Maybe even it doesn't look like this and this specific moment in your life, you'll be like, how can this possibly even be good? Just give it a little bit of time, patience, stick to your game plan, and you will see like how good the situation will be for you in the future. And you will look back to this moment of time, you'll be like, wow, that actually was a crazy beneficial moment for me, even if you thought it was like a crazy setback at the time. It will be overall something absolute positive for you in the long run. So let it happen, whatever it might be. Don't give up at this stage of your life. It's literally the best thing that can happen to you because it gives you much more freedom and opportunities, and you can rebuild exactly with a much greater foundation than you used to. Because think about it. You went from source to understanding, to wisdom, to vision, to intuition, to creation, to the internal now. And now only you're getting this quote unquote setback, but you can use everything you built before and gained before to now recreate and give the whole recreation. Again, first you had to even transform yourself, and now you can finally even recreate the whole thing and build it out with much more efficiency and beauty than it would be possible with something that keeps you away from it, and it has to go. Okay, it has to go, it will go, it will feel like a setback, but it's necessary and will be beautiful in the long run. Okay, so keep that in mind. And if you find yourself in this pathway, just be very happy actually, because it will be for the much greater benefit overall in your life. Okay, but if it comes, let it happen, and you will be able to regrow something much greater out of that. That is also why it's the observation, like you gain observation, is because again you use your patience and your eye for details and the bigger picture to make the best out of that situation that happened to you, to regain everything just much better, as you have the patience, as you have the overall bigger picture perspective, you have the vision, you have the intuition, you have the wisdom, you have the understanding, and you have the overall potential. So that's where something great will happen out of the situation.